Welcome, students. In today's lecture, we are going to start the conclusion part of the poem Christabel. And in this part, we will get to know what changes occurred to Christabel after she was bewitched by Zirildine. So let us begin. It was a lovely sight to see the Lady Christabel when she was praying at the old oak tree. It was a very lovely sight, a pleasant sight to see Christabel when she was praying under the old oak tree. Because when she was praying under that old tree, she was looking very pure and innocent. Amid the jagged shadows of mossy, leafless boughs, kneeling in the moonlight to make her gentle vows. So Christabel was sitting on her knees in the moonlight to make her gentle vows. That time, sharp and uneven shadows of jagged means something that is sharp and uneven. So these uneven shadows of mossy means that contains moss means kai. Okay, so the shadows of that mossy leafless branches were falling on her, and moonlight was coming through this leafless tree, and its uneven shadows were falling on Christabel. So it was looking as if she was sitting amid means in the middle of these jagged shadows, these uneven shadows of the oak tree, to make her gentle vows. And Christabel was sitting there to make her quiet prayers for the well-being of her beloved. Okay. Her slender palms together pressed, heaving sometimes on her breast, her face resigned to bliss or bale, her face, oh call it fair, not pale, and both blue eyes more bright than clear, each about to have a tear. So, while she was praying, her thin, slender means thin palms means hatheliya. Okay, while she was praying, her thin palms were pressed together because she was in praying position, and she was heaving means breathing heavily. So she was breathing heavily between her prayers. Heaving means breathing heavily. Her face resigned to bliss or bale, and her face was showing the expressions of resign. Resign means to surrender, okay? Because when we pray, we always surrender ourselves to God due to the devotion, and whatever comes in our way, we accept it, okay? And Zirildine was also in that position right now, and she surrenders herself to God, and she was also ready for whatever comes her way. So she resigned herself to bliss or bale. Bliss means joy, and bale means sorrow or evil. So she was ready for bliss or bale. Her face, oh call it fair, not pale. But at that time, her face was looking fair, not pale. Pale means yellowish, which is not bright. Okay. Both blue eyes more bright than clear, each about to have a tear, and her beautiful blue eyes were looking bright rather than clear. Okay, and brightness of her eyes was showing hopes, and her eyes were about to have tears. So she was having mixed emotions of fear and hope while she was praying under that old oak tree. With open eyes, oh woe is me, asleep and dreaming fearfully, fearfully dreaming, yet I was dreaming that alone, which is, oh sorrow and shame, can this be the lady who knelt under the old oak tree? Now, a contrast is shown in Christabel's state before and after she was bewitched by Zirildine. Now, Christabel is lying on her bed with open eyes. Oh, woe is me. That means how sad she was. Okay. And she is asleep and dreaming fearfully. She is asleep and dreaming fearfully with open eyes. Her eyes were open, but still she was dreaming fearfully. I wish means I think. Dreaming that alone, I think she was dreaming that alone. She was dreaming of sorrow and shame. Can this be she, the lady who knelt at the old oak tree? Can this be the same lady who was kneeling under the old oak tree? Readers know that she was not the same now because she had been bewitched by evil Ziraldine and now she was in a trance like state. Okay. And lo, the worker of these harms that holds the maiden in her arms seems to slumber still and mild as a mother with her child. Lo means look, okay? Oh, look, the lady who caused these harms to pure and innocent Christabel was sleeping still, okay? The lady who caused harm, that means we are talking about Ziraldine. Ziraldine was sleeping still and she was holding Christabel in her arms. She was sleeping, holding her in her arms, just like a mother sleeps with her child. Okay, so there is a contrast in the state of both the ladies because Christabel is sleeping with open eyes and dreaming fearfully, while on the other hand, Ziraldine is sleeping in a still and mild condition. A star hath set, a star hath risen, O Ziraldine, since arms of thine have been a lovely lady's prison. So now the star of night has set and a star of morning has risen. Star of morning is sun. So morning is approaching fast. O Ziraldine, your arms were like prison for Christabel, for lovely lady Christabel, because Christabel was helpless when Ziraldine was holding her in her arms. O Ziraldine, 1 hour was thine, thou had thy will. By Tain and Rill, the night birds all that hour were still. So now, O Ziraldine, that hour of night was yours, when you bewitched this pure soul, and at that time you were working according to your own will. Because we know that evil spirits are most powerful at the hour of midnight. So that time was hour of Ziraldine, but now night is over and morning is approaching. By the Tain and Rill, the night's birds all that hour were still. By the side of Tain means some small mountain lakes, and Rill means some small streams. So by the side of Tain and Rill, all night birds were silent at that time of midnight when Ziraldine was powerful. But now they are jubilant anew from cliff and tower, to who, to who, from wood and fell. So now all these birds are jubilant. Jubilant means joyful. Once again, now all these birds are joyful once again. Now you can hear their sounds coming from cliff. Cliff means some steep rock, chattani, okay, and tower. You can hear their sounds coming from cliffs and tower and wood. Wood means forest, and fell. Fell means hill, pahadi, okay. So you can hear their sound coming from cliff, forest, tower, and hill, because morning is approaching and these birds are again joyful and their sounds are coming from all the directions. And see, the lady Christabel gathers herself from out her trance. Now see, Lady Christabel is awakening from her trance like state. Her limbs relax, her countenance grows sad and soft. The smooth, thin lids close over her eyes and tears she sheds. Her limbs relax. Now she relaxes her body and her countenance means face, and her face grows sad and soft. The smooth, thin eyelids close over her eyes. That means she closes her eyelids and sheds tears. She sheds tears. Large tears that leave the lashes bright. She sheds large tears that wet her eyelashes because of these tears that she was shedding, her lashes were looking bright. And oft the while she seems to smile as infants at a sudden light. And she seems to smile in between, although she is shedding tears from her eyes, but it seems that she is also smiling in between, just like an infant who smiles at a sudden flash of light. Christabel was happy that this horrifying night was over now and sun was approaching, and she was smiling at the sight of morning. She was having mixed emotions, and she was smiling and she was weeping at the same time. Yeah, she doth smile and she doth weep like a youthful hermitess, beauteous in wilderness, who praying always prays in sleep. Yeah, she was smiling and she was weeping, and she was looking like a young hermitess. Hermitess is a woman who is a hermit. Hermit is sadhu. Okay, a youthful hermitess who is beautiful and living in a wilderness. Wilderness means uninhabited area or living in solitude. Okay, a hermitess who is beautiful and who is living in a solitude. So Christabel was looking like a hermitess who always prays even in her sleep. And if she moves unquietly, perchance it is but the blood so free comes back and tingles in her feet. Perchance means by chance, and if by any chance she is looking a bit unquietly means restless, it was due to the flowing of the blood to her feet that was causing tingling sensations in her feet, because Christabel was lying on the bed the whole night. So when she woke up in the morning from her bed, blood started to flow down towards her feet, and that caused a tingling sensations in her feet, and that is why she was looking a bit restless or unquietly. Okay, no doubt she hath a vision sweet. What if her guardian spirit it were? What if she knew her mother near? But this she knows in joys and woes, that saints will aid if man will call, for the blue sky bends over all. But no doubt she had a sweet vision or dream, and this sweet vision was because of her guardian spirit of her dead mother. She might felt her mother's spirit near herself, but she was very sure that saint means some angelic spirits. Okay, that saints, she was sure that saints always help. Saints means angels always help man if they call them in their joy and woes means sorrow. Because blue sky here it means heaven or God, because God takes care of all the creatures living under him. Okay, so here ends the part 1 of the poem Christabel with the moral note. And in the poem, the tragedy or the misfortune happens to such a pure and innocent soul like Christabel, and this intensifies the sympathy of the reader towards her. Her pure and sinless soul was bewitched by Geraldine, and her transformation from pure state to bewitched state is shown beautifully in this poem. And the poem is full of mysterious happenings, and imagery used is totally appropriate to the supernatural theme of the poem. And this poem ends with a moral note. So that is all for today's lecture. Thank you.